Yes, sir.
Have you considered tying the release of the films that you're working on, the show, with like the gaming communities? Maybe release a game at the same time, and maybe
say it again.
And tying it in with like the gaming community, so a video game is released at the same time.
Absolutely.
And maybe use the same technology for the special effects as actually for the video.
They're actually, if it goes through Sony, they're actually already talking about doing a PlayStation game.
Oh,
yes.
Cool.
Yes.
There's gamers here.
There are gamers here.
This is DragonCon.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Buck. What was
Well,
in
thank
the
you.
box?
What was in the box?
Yes.
Oh, God. I had a picture of what was in the box.
Yes.
Are there, how many children are there really?
Kids.
Huh?
It was a hand crochet
Yes.
male member.
Red, white, and blue, very patriotic. It included all aspects of the male member.
Yes.
Yes. That was very well done. I was stumped. I was like, okay, I'm going to say
You're never saying.
well, I just, you know, there might be children there. You can't say cotton on in front of them.
Right.
Well, I can tell you that the stuff that's about, you know, in World War I, there's a couple of things that are kind of graphic, only because we need to portray you know, what the characters actually, what people lived through at that time. It's very important that, you know, in order to feel what Buck is feeling, you need to see that. But as far as stuff like sex, we're going to leave that to Gil's trailer.
Really, I'm a virgin.
I'm a big fan of you know, I Love Lucy, you know, with the wink and the nod, and they go in their bedroom, and that's as much as you need to see. You know, I think we can build a lot of romance into Buck Rogers. Buck is this great character that they never treated right. I mean, he's this. I said this over and over for the last 6 months, but he's this 20-year-old kid who barely survives this horrible, horrible war, and he gets sent home to rebuild his life. And he's not home very long, and as he starts to find his feet again, his entire life is ripped away, and he's 500 years away from where he wants to be. There's a lot of potential for that character. You know, there's a lot of conflict, and there's a lot of ways and different things we can do with him. One of the things that I want to see happen is I want to see this intensely romantic relationship develop between he and Wilma Deering. I want to see it done right. So.
But they're not going to touch babies.
No.
At least not on camera. Then it becomes a whole different thing. But I will tell you this, I have gone all over the world, and I've had several times I've had people come up to me and say that they always feel comfortable when they see my name attached to a project, that they know it's something that they can sit with their entire family and watch. And that means a lot to me. And I don't intend to let those people down. I've never done a project that I haven't sat and read and said, can a man sit with his family and enjoy this and not be embarrassed in front of his kids? And it's meant that there are some things I didn't do, but I just feel very strongly about that. I think that there's a place for what I find heartwarming, and I know Aaron has found the same thing, is that particularly the number of women who come up and say, you know, I watched this show with my father. You know, it was the time we had together. And, you know, that means a lot to me. That it's something that a family could enjoy. it harkens back to when I used to sit with my dad and my mom with TV trays watching The Defenders or, you know, some other show on television. It was a time when we were together and we would talk about what was on, or, you know, Playhouse 90 or Westinghouse Theater, which goes way back. It's a really, really good television. But that's, you know, that's just, it's something that I feel very strongly, and as an executive producer on the show, that's where my feelings will be, and I will certainly let it be known. I mean, he knows that anyway. So.
Absolutely. We have time.
And all the sex will be in my trailer. So.
One more question. Anybody?
Come on, don't be
No
shy.
more
Yeah,
questions. Okay.
you had your hand up a long time ago.
Yes, back to the costumes you wore on the show.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that when you show up each day, you know, when you get a new costume or a different costume? Did you like some of them? Did you hate some of them? And which ones do you remember most?
Those spandex suit I remember. I had to wear a body stocking first, which was a silk sort of thing you put on, because otherwise the spandex, loose felt like lucite, would stick to your moisture in your skin, and so you couldn't get it on. So I had to put on a silk outfit first, and then put the spandex on. And by the time the day was over with, particularly in, you know, the suit had those ribs, the pants had those ribs, I would have grooves in my legs from those things pressing in all day long. And it was tough. That was the one I hated the most. That's why I worked so hard to get myself into contemporary clothing, because it's like, I can't do this, man. And then we changed the style of the jumpsuits. If you remember, I had a really great looking blue jumpsuit that I liked a lot. It wasn't spandex, it was comfortable, it was fitted, you know, it was something that you could, you know, do a fight scene in without splitting the crotch out of. So, but it was, that was my course, and I think the thing you hated the most, other than the spandex, I'll say this for, was the, you know, Dairy Queen in space outfit. That's what we call the second year outfit that she had to wear. It's Dairy Queen in space with a little thing, and it's like, Jesus, I'll have them all, please. Yeah, John's idea of what to do with women was just, but what happened was after that conversation, real quickly, with John Manley, asshole, the second year, was that I basically just gave up. I had fought as hard as I could fight, and I was exhausted. And I just, knowing that the show was on the way down, I gave up, and you know, I worked as hard as I could and gave it 100% in every show, even though I hated the shows. No. Actually, my favorite show was one in the second year, which was the Seder. And primarily because it was on what looked like Earth. And it was dealing with somebody who was having problems that might be happening on Earth. That was really what I liked about it. It's like, finally we're on ground. And we're dealing with humans and, you know, and these Seder things. And for me as an actor, it was fun because it gave me a chance to do something that I don't usually get a chance to do, which was play a real character, kind of change and do all that stuff. Makeup, hair. Hello. Be a real stud. Horse? Call me a horse.
I'll leave the jokes to him.
He said, oh no, please. But I got to tell you how much I appreciate the fact that this room is almost full on a Friday night at now 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Relating to a show that was done the last time in 1981.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how deeply I am touched every time we sit in front of you fans. And it blows me away. She's like, I wonder if anybody's going to be there. I said, you know what, the room will be in there full, if not full. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And on that